Yeah, big welcome to you, Sagittarius. Now the sun is in Virgo. And Virgo is that introspection that we do once a year when the sun is in this sign, because the ego is not, usually the ego is looking outward, but now the ego is looking inwards. And it's starting to understand many layers, right? Even that this cosmic egg means I am all people out there. When I say I, then there is a big I and a small I. And in the end, the I is when I look at myself from the eyes, right? That's what Virgo does here. It looks at itself coming from the future and coming from the past, and is realizing right in the center that here in the present moment, all of the important things are happening, including the realization that I am all people. There is no other. There is just I and I. That's why the Jamaican or the Haile Selassie tribe is saying I and I. They don't say I and you. So this I is highlighting your card, which is Sagittarius or Temperance. And the moon is in Temperance right now. And so here we have a whole different perspective on the angel, right? The guardian angel, the pole in the center, which is Samek. This is the Hebrew word for this card. And the understanding that the Two of Cups are male and female. The Two of Cups is measuring precisely, like an alchemist, the difference between male and female, fire and water. And that brings you to this enlightened path, right? So here we have the forward bend, and in this forward bend, these two people bow to each other. And that brings them to an inner hierarchy, which is then the chakras aligning here, coming up to the crown chakra, which then in a way becomes like an angel. So both look inwards, both measure from within, both highlight, right? He's highlighting the path to those who want to come and follow the path up to the mountain again. You have to learn to also go up, but not on a physical, but on an inner level of knowing that the path up to the spiritual, here's the material, here's time and space, and this is a path, right, that we can take, which is when I stand and looking at them, it's a path that's circling around me, right? So I just want you to see that. Then you are, of course, the Knight of Wands. Your birthday is between November 13 and December 11th. If your birthday is in that time frame, then you knight the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is a messenger, right? And the knights, they work. The knights, they work to search for their own truth. Now here he likes the adventure, this messenger, right? He likes his horse goes up, and you are connected with Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about the miracle, the abundance, the hope, the spiritual, right? So you're searching for this spiritual message. You go up with your horse. And of course, that's all the warriors, right? I'm just about to start with the court cards. And I know that all the knights are warriors, and I already got a message, right, from the mystical shaman oracle that you are the luminous warrior, that you are looking out into the world. The number 5, this is the 5 for your major arcana, so there is a big message coming to you in the 5-5, and the message we will see in a minute what that will tell you. Now, one of the oracle cards that I already had outside is the number 4, so you go 4, 5, you go up, and you have the courage to become a luminous warrior. You have the courage to walk through this difficult path, right? This is finding your inner balance, the moon attached to you, because this inner balance is shifting every day through the moon phases. And right now the moon is in waxing phase, right? It's slowly getting bigger and bigger again. So you are daring to go to say, yes, I am a warrior. Yes, I am up there. Yes, I am wanting to become this glorious energy, this light, this halo that is around me, this inner eye, this third eye, right, that helps me to make powerful decisions. And it's always when we look within, when we go inwards, we can see. And this is what Virgo does. Virgo is looking at itself and is focusing, like it's almost like it's looking at itself through a mirror, and it's saying, wow, I am all people. I am all these people out there, just in a different variation, just in a different time frame. And here you are, the warrior that is helping the people, that is helping, that's helping the people to stand up and be there for themselves. The essence of this card. The luminous warrior has no enemies in this world or the next. He is impeccable in word and deed. He focuses on his light rather than on what hides in the dark. Since he casts no shadow, he is as radiant as the sun and can transform his most terrible enemy into his ally. His power comes not from the sword, but from speaking his truth at all costs. So you are here speaking the truth. You dare to go and balance yourself, to come into this luminous warrior, to balance yourself, to be the one that does speak the truth. He is action. The wand is action, and you are so impeccable now that you dare to speak the truth. It doesn't matter what will happen to you. Doesn't matter what happens around you. And we can see that right away in the first 3 cards, because the 5, because there's another 5, right? So there's a 5, and of course this is the 5. Now, of course it didn't come up, but still 555, right? Look in the description box below what that means. It's the higher consciousness that is speaking to you and is saying, yes, you have lost yourself a little bit in thinking that you have your roots, but something is leaving you. And the 5 is always Gevura. Gevura is the strength or severity or the conflict of the human suffering that is giving you an understanding that something has to shift, and you finding through that the strength to overcome what message is coming to you. Now here the pentagram is the highest human level, spiritual level that we can achieve. And here your message is in the financial level that you have to balance things out. You have to balance and stand up again. It's very interesting because you got twice this balancing here on one foot, and it's her right foot, and here it's also her right foot. So you're standing solid on making a decision to be this warrior, making a decision to speak the truth in the material world so that you reach the level of a king of pentacles, and that's Taurus. This too is Jupiter in Capricorn, and Jupiter is your planet. Jupiter is the wise one. So you are juggling, and again, see how he stands now on both feet, but still he needs to balance himself. So you are ready to challenge yourself and bringing yourself to a solid energy which is connected to the third eye, because horns are hair and horns are connected to our third eye. And that's what the Virgo month is bringing to you. The third eye, the inner eye, the seeing that something has to go, something that you want to let go, because five of Pentacles is Mercury in Taurus. So you have a Taurus, and a Taurus is somehow bringing something to you that makes you want to balance, makes you want to balance something that has left you. And I think it's very interesting because her hair has become like roots, and at the same time she's holding this beautiful flower right in front of her, and she's somehow outside of these windows, outside in this world where she's not belonging to no one, and she has lost something. And you want to bring yourself back to balancing out the material, to balancing out things that we have to do in the material world. In the material world, particularly when Jupiter in Capricorn is showing up, it's saying every day is a moment of balancing out. Every day is a moment of everything is shifting, nothing is fixed, nothing is there. And nevertheless, right, you are called to be honest, truthful, and speaking your truth no matter what is happening around you. And yes, it is a walk on a tightrope. It is difficult. It is difficult to always speak the truth, because we could fall, right? Because we could have a fall, a falling out, a dying, a natural dying, and nevertheless your roots, your hair is securing you no matter what, is securing your livelihood, because then here these roots, the same way the roots go down, the roots also go up. So you have a choice. You have definitely a choice. You have always a choice between dualities, to come into that one center, to come into that one energy that's teaching you here to look deep within, that's teaching you here to balance yourself out. Then the next three cards is the Hanged Man, the Nine of Pentacles, which is Venus in Virgo, and the Ace of Pentacles. Now, it's telling me that when you release, right? Because this is right above. When you release and when you acknowledge that once in a while you have done things that may not be clearly for the mind, right? Our mind sometimes is tricked or triggered by our subconscious. And when we let go of patterns that maybe have brought us a fallout of society, a fallout, a falling down, a dying, like this rose is dying here, then you coming down into the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is saying you're almost there to realizing something very powerful. And if you do, you don't have to walk the tightrope, you don't have to balance back and forth anymore. Nevertheless, the Virgo, the Venus in Virgo, this beautiful richness, freedom on one hand and a sexual connection on the other, and in your head all the fruits that you have realized, all the lives that you want to become that. And then again something new is growing out of the earth and is telling you, yes, you're on the right path, right? Because this is all earth, this is all financial. Everything here is financial. All the cards are speaking to you about a financial situation. Money, right? Pentacles, pentacles, and pentacles. And then again, pentacles, pentacles. It's all here in this dimension that you have to realize something, that you have to reverse yourself and realize that, yes, you got to be this luminous warrior. You got to be the one that fights for the good in the people, for the good in this world. And you will, because the card is here. You will, right? You will do that because you don't have any choice sometimes. And look, you have the Virgo, that's where it's leading you to. And the Virgo, the number 9, is a completion. The number 9 is a fruitfulness in your own truth, in your own honesty, looking at yourself, having here the bird and the fruit, like the Virgo has the light and the stuff in his hands. And this is where he's looking at. He's up in the mountain again. He's highlighting. Here you are up, high up. Again, you want to go up, right? The wand. You have the wand in your hands. You have that wand. You have the wand. With that wand, you catching the light. With that wand, you catching the fire. With that wand, you go and want to know more about how is it that I can bring myself to a completion of this is my spiritual journey to become even more truthful, and using not just this for adventure and fun, which is what you are. You're a little bit of the fun, right? You love to be, out there. And it's really interesting because your body part are your thighs, right? And your thighs are holding the horse, the power of the horse. And this is what the luminous warrior does. You like squeeze the horse and you just like go up, and you will find that place, right? You will find an inner transformation, because that's what this card means. Alchemy, a mixing of things. The art, it's art to bring two opposites together. And the only thing that brings two opposites together is the power of love. So this luminous warrior's invitation is The luminous warrior reminds you it is important to focus on your power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. Remember that intention follows attention, so focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for action as you resolve all situations from within. Right? So focus on the power within you that you have, because you do have that power. Focus on going within. Focus on seeing that within you have the power to see truly who you are, because you have the courage, right? This is courage. This is the number 4. You have courage to walk this path now. And you bring this courage to really say, yes, I want to be in this infinite play of coming and going, right? No matter, because here it's almost like you have this understanding of, yeah, I am walking gently. I was lost, but now I walk and I balance myself gently to become empowered again. And then you're standing here on top of the horns, and you're standing here above the money, and you're standing here with a spiritual quest, which is what the luminous warrior is bringing to you. Really, truly going higher and more above, right? Going up and above. And then you are reaching a deep level of letting go, a level of completion, a financial completion, which brings always more money, because the next level is the 1 again, right? So from 9, again, even the 10 is a 1 again. So here you are becoming, enlightening yourself, right? With new possibilities, financial possibilities, and that is bringing you to your light. That is bringing you to the sun, right? Highlighting the moon and giving you a powerful, respectful awareness that you can bring into the world, right? You can be that which grows again and again out of a seed into the light. It's literally saying, yes, you will have that power to harness the light, right? Because the Virgo is highlighting you in these 2 days and is shifting your awareness into being that luminous warrior, right? Being that beautiful light. Wow. Love it. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because we have then the sun in Libra, the justice. So let's see what that combination brings, because, right, the sun in Virgo and the moon in Sagittarius, 2 mutable signs inspiring each other. This is usually the Knight of Pentacles, and you're the Knight of Wands. So together you can do wonderful things, right? I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.